Hi, my name is Jimmy Walaviechi, and you're welcome to Corporate Governance Africa, where we seek to promote good governance through film. There are certain warning signs in an organization's governance systems that can help you to detect fraud early. These red flags can protect you from investing in a sinking organization, lending money that may never be recovered, or accepting a job or board appointment in a company that does not align with your values. This is especially useful if you are thinking about joining a board or you are new on that particular board. Today we explore 5 governance red flags that may indicate fraud risk. These 5 red flags are drawn from a conversation with Edgar Bearaza, a leading accountant and fraud expert with over 20 years of experience in Africa and beyond Africa. Edgar is also the author of a very impactful book called Dirty Cash: Why a Culture of Fraud Spreads and How to Stop It. Fraud is rarely accidental. It's usually hidden, it is intentional, and it often involves multiple people. When it goes undetected, it destroys organizations, careers, reputations, and even lives. Understanding red flags helps you to ask the right questions before doing business with an organization, to protect your capital and credibility, and it also helps you to serve effectively and ethically when joining a board. Finally, it helps you to uphold good governance standards in your career. Let us now listen to Edgar Bearaza as he discusses the 5 red flags that you should look out for when you're going to transact or when you're going to deal with an organization. Unexplained performance.
You see things that may be like too good to be true results. If you're an investor, you want to see, based on the environment this organization is operating in, based on their track record, is what they're reporting actually feasible? I remember some years back, we were looking at a company that had very impressive results. But when we started to look at the underlying figures, the revenues were correct, but they had seriously understated their costs. And it was just to provide a more profitable picture than, so they were hiding so many costs and just to look more favorable for investors. We've had cases where in the public sector, someone is looking for donors, and so they overinflate their impact. They say, oh, these are the number of lives we are impacting or saving, and so on and so forth. But then it doesn't stand when there's a bit of scrutiny. So I would say, for someone external, if the results look too good to be true, just pause a bit and ask the questions and be patient. Let all your questions be answered. And one thing I've learned is there are no stupid questions, especially where there are technical people. Sometimes there's this fear to ask questions because it's left to, oh, this is for the technical people. But however technical something is, it should be simplified. You should be able to explain it to me in a way that anyone can understand. So where I see things that are too good to be true, or things that are not explained, or that one is for the experts, they know, or something is out of line with past performance, or maybe there are things we've known about the environment. Say, for instance, in the past year, we've seen issues with, say, imports into a particular country, or maybe there've been currency exchange, serious currency exchange losses, and that is known. But then this company, which is heavily reliant on imports, somehow doesn't seem to have been affected by these shifts. How should be the question. So there are those things that you can start to see.
High staff turnover.
The other thing I've seen that is a good indicator, not always, but is high staff turnover, particularly in very senior or key positions. If there's been high staff turnover, you want to ask the question, why? Is it that there are certain things they are not agreeing with? Is it that, and many times, especially high caliber people, they'll not want to be in an environment that could potentially destroy their reputations, and they would rather leave. You either choose to fight or leave, and many people choose to leave because they feel like, there's nothing you can do about the system.
That people in key positions.
The other thing I would look at as an external person is who are the people holding key positions? What are their qualifications? What's their experience? If there are people who you're not too comfortable with, how is this person in this position? Ask the questions. That could also be an indicator.
The policies of the organization.
I'm asking for their basic policies. What policies do they have in place? If there are no policies or they are not clear, that could be another indicator.
The organization's financial information and the auditors of that financial information.
If they don't have accounts or they are not being audited, then you might want to ask the question. If they are being audited as well, you might want to know who are the auditors. Who are the auditors? It's a very important question. Are they regulated or not? Do they have a good reputation or not? So those are some of the things from an external perspective that you'd want to look at.
Before you invest, lend, or join a company, do your homework. Ask tough questions. You're looking for 3 things: transparency, stability, and credibility. Dig into the company's performance. Is it realistic? Look at staff turnover. If it is high, why is it high? Scrutinize the people in charge and check if they have the right policies in place. And finally, always verify the financial information and who audits that information. A single red flag might be explainable, but when you see several red flags clustered together, consider this to be a strong warning. Fraud often hides behind a good story and inconsistent facts. Good governance, on the other hand, is built on clarity and accountability. And always remember, ethical organizations welcome scrutiny, but unethical organizations are afraid of scrutiny. Thank you for watching. I'm Jimmy Walabiechi, and this is Corporate Governance Africa, where we seek to promote good governance through film. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and to our website, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.